What's up, guys? This is Storytime with Surly, episode 9. It's going to be a short and sweet one. It's not that I ran out of stories. I've just been a little busy with, 9 million other things I got going on. So, two of the biggest vehicles I've ever been infatuated with, one being a Ford Explorer. I love Ford Explorers. The early 90s, the mid-90s Ford Explorers are my favorite. I know they're not everybody's favorite. I can't stand a single overhead cam V6. I like a nice pushrod V6. Anyway, and then the DA9 body Acura Integra from 90 to 93, 92 being the first year they put VTEC in the Integra, the GSR. Well, when I worked at the shop in League City with my buddy Mike W., shout out to Mike, had this thought, I'm gonna buy one too, man. That's a cool looking car. Well, he found one up in Dallas or something, and ended up running up there over a weekend or a Sunday night, or I don't remember what it was. And driving it, I'm fairly certain he drove it back from Dallas. He may or may not see this. He can comment on this if he wants. But this was like 2011 or something. 2011 or 12. Anyway, he goes up to pick this car up, and I don't remember what he spit on it. That's not really the important thing with this story. But he bought a bunch of stuff for it, timing belt and suspension parts and stuff like that. And we would, on slow days at the shop or Sundays at the shop, we would work on our own vehicles. Well, I have the B-Series socket tool for holding the crank pulley in place to take the crank bolt off. So we pull all that apart, change the timing belt, get everything put back together, and this is one of those check your surroundings stories. We get everything put back together, get the car lowered down on the lift. Hey man, fire it up. And he hops in there and hits the key and it goes bow, real loud. Not a backfire, but like something hitting. And it turns out that I'd forgotten to take the breaker bar and that tool off the crank pulley, and it slung it around into the frame. And it thankfully didn't break anything. It just scared the crap out of both of us. But always check your surroundings when you're working on stuff. And that might seem like a silly safety thing, some safety man will be on you about, but that's legit stuff, because things can go bad real quick. And the bigger the stuff you're working on, the worse it can get. So that's going to do it. Short and sweet for episode 9 here. I will say I have some things in the works. I'm clearing out some of my mechanical clutter. Liquidating assets is probably something my dad would say. I'm not selling junk, I'm liquidating assets. But I'm going to be selling a motorcycle for my brother to a friend of mine. And I'm going to be helping this friend of mine put new tires on it, get it cleaned up, clean the carburetors. And, thankfully it's not a Honda V4, so there's not 4 carburetors. It's a Yamaha V-twin, so it's, not as complicated or a pain in the butt. But if you guys could go over and find me on TikTok at Surly Mechanic, obviously YouTube, Surly Mechanic, make sure you hit the like, subscribe, question, comment, concern, criticize, I want to thank everybody that's reached out asking where episode 9 was at. Like I said, it's just been busy last couple weeks, and most of my Sundays are devoted to hanging out with the kids and church, so there's that. But y'all keep it light, tight, and bright. We will see you next week for episode 10, Storytime with Surly.